team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Oh, it's a reverse. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Finds him open on the right side downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
With these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
They'll run it here. Breaks free. Has the first down and more. Okay, steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up in the position, and go right back at that defense again.
Finds an open target on the left side. He gets loose. Now here he goes. He's into the end zone. That whole round. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. So a beautiful scoring play is negated by that penalty. That's a tough break. Let's see if the offense can overcome it. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. The offense going with the hurry up. Will keep it on the ground here. Taken low to the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. To 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. A play action looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And the tight end grabs it over the middle. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Defense spends a timeout to talk things over. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big moment here early in this conference championship game. It's 3rd down and goal. A chance to grab momentum. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On the move now. Cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the 1st sack of the game.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. 4th down completion to the running back. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Here's a target, and it's complete. They wrap him up. The gain is good enough for a first down. That's a crucial first down. They're no longer backed up against their own goal line. First down to the 13. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Well, if he just would have been able to catch the ball in his drag route, there's a ton of space ahead of him. It's an unfortunate drop here for the offense.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Pitches to the back. They got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
4th down. He's throwing for it. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming.
If nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
this up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So it's Mississippi State on top so far, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Almost a business decision here by the ball carrier. Nothing at all. So instead of lowering his shoulder to take on the defense, just kind of makes his way out of bounds for a short loss.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quick throw, testing the middle. Pass complete on the crosser. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
He beat the tight end for a completion. Make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Breaks into the clear. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. Defense calls their third and final timeout at the half now. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. And the motion by the bag now forces the defense to adjust. Dump off caught by the running back. Touchdown, Missouri. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Here comes a handoff. Sends right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. We're going to pass here on second down. Throw to the running back in the flat. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Turns it loose downfield. He makes the grab. To get him down, that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Completion makes it second and short. Looking to throw it again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The passing game is so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He's in the clear. He's at the 50, inside the 40, at the 20. And he's into the end zone. There is a marker down, so hold everything. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. It's a big call in this game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this one is caught. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got the room to run. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. Missouri getting set for the first and 10 there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. and muscle for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Missouri now in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Pass tip to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Good throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Running play called on 3rd and short. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. This time a completion. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. They come to the line in a wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He finds some space. Now here he goes. They'll bring him down, but the wildcat produces an explosive run to get a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
First at their own 43. Suddenly they're no longer backed up at near midfield after that one explosive play. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? And he laid the hit stick on him there.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. It's an option look. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
Love how this defense took the quarterback away, not allowing him to get the yards, making him pitch the ball, and then they just rally to the football. Now we got a big 4th down coming up.
So what's the call going to be? It's 4th down and short right from midfield. Wants to throw it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Makes the catch.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Can he make it to the marker? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. And he's got it again. Looks like Mississippi State will have the first down.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. It's a direct snap. He's running out of time here. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. throw for the first down. The receiver grabs it. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
The first down and still no one. And he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big game, but look at this. They're ready to
Breaks into the clear. Powering through the tackle. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. End zone ahead. No stopping him on the line. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking for his big tight end. Sidelines, good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Using his legs here. The scramble doesn't get there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Now, you got to give the defense some credit on this one. They came out in dime with 6 defensive backs on the field to try to lock down all these playmakers with that much speed on the field. They were quick to jump on the quarterback and he decided to take it himself. Good play there by the D to set up this 4th down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw over the middle. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. And Kirk, is Missouri with the lead here. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Throwing up play action. A short completion of the tight end. He's in the clear. Goes out of bounds after a solid gain. First down and goal here. Touchdown just about puts this game on ice. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another touchdown. An old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line. He decides to have his best game of the season in this game. Everybody watching. What a game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Remember last time, they were on a fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Gets made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunity.
It's caught. They will rule that a huge gain through the air. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. Looking to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
As a design quarterback keeper. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
BC is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Ball handed off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a strong stiff one. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Looking deep for the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Working clock with the ground game. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He'll hand it off. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Missouri.
Yeah, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's looking to scramble. There's some space around the 30. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. But this one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Here's the 2nd down play. It's a blitz look here from the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for a late, deep throw. The catch is made way downfield. That's a big game, but they couldn't use that when this football game was still in doubt. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking...
Oh, the pass rush gets home. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass rush closing in. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, they can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.